Hey guys! Here's another run on World of Illusions Spiritus Ramuh Grade S ranking. This run is heavily inspired by Dystopia Klay's run where he had a 4-turn run with Jarland. And although this run isn't as impressive, it's 7 turns instead of his 4 turns, I wanted to do this variation to further showcase Penelo's strengths. So this run is going to be a 1-turn run, and Penelo is going to fulfill the role of main damage dealer, force gauge charger, main aura bot support, and force time bonus charger as well. The starting turn order, all you really need is Penelo acting last between the 3 characters. Doesn't matter whether Kayn or Freya starts first. And this is also, I guess, another reason why this run took as many turns. I didn't set a Luna Freya support on Kayn. Instead, what I gave him is an Iroha LD call. There is really no alternative to Iroha LD call, and in case you're not aware, Iroha's LD call is kinda unique in the sense that she provides 20% Brave discount on your HP attacks, and Brave discount is not the same as Brave gains. So during the part of the fight where the bosses block Brave gains, Iroha's 20% Brave discount still would work. And if you don't have Iroha, I guess then you can set Luna Freya call on Kayn to reduce the turn count. Without the Luna Freya call on Kayn, the best that you can do is use LD and BT plus on his turn to finish the setup, so that you can have him jump on his next turn. With Penelo, what I did is use S1 and S2, an additional ability until you reach 100% force time. Do not overuse S1 or S2 because you will need every single skill count. Before ending her turn, use the Seed Rain's base call to pull up Kayn's turn. This also helps to charge the summon gauge a little bit. After which you can end her turn using BT+. With this, preparation is more or less complete, so on Kayn's turn I have him use the Iroha LD call and then jump into the air. Now right here is the boss's only turn in the entire fight, and their first turn they will always use Tail Slash. If they use Tail Slash on Penelo, there's a risk that Penelo might be broken. I think she should be able to tank the attack though, because she has 200,000 Brave and Freya will battery her anyway. But in this run, both the bosses were targeting Freya anyway, so it wasn't an issue. On Penelo's turn, setup is complete, so I'm entering force time here. Inside force time, you want to use 1 S2 and 1 S1, followed by the Seed Rain's LD call. This should put you exactly at 7 turns of force time remaining, as well as fully charge your summon meter. Seven turns of force time remaining is where we will enter into BT mode. Now I'm starting BT mode with only 5 turns of BT aura remaining, which means that Penelo can only use 5 Fatal Dances. Also, something to note regarding Fatal Dance, it does splash damage as well, and the off target actually takes more damage than the main target. So for example here, if boss B has lower health than boss A and you want to equalize the health, what you want to do is actually target boss B instead, and boss A will actually take more damage overall. This is particularly true when the boss is in Umbral or Dark mode, such as right here. You can see right here I targeted boss A again, and boss B actually took more damage, which widened the HP difference between the two. So to try to even out the HP, I switched target to boss B instead. Remember that you can only do 5 Feather Dances, so the final attack in Penelo's burst time, I did her LD. This is also pretty useful. The LD will still deal pretty okay damage, and at least using the LD here will refresh her overhead because it's actually run out. If done correctly, you should bring the bosses to 9% inside Penelo's burst mode. If you are short a few percent like this, it's actually okay because Freya and Kain will still deal some damage after that, boosted by the last turn of Force, and this will then trigger final offensive on the boss. When the boss triggers the final offensive, you will have to eat 1 Dark Surge++. This is completely unavoidable. However, because Freya and Kain are still in the air, the damage is actually divided by 3, and so Penelo is guaranteed to survive. Even if she doesn't, don't forget Freya has party wide last stand, so there is no way Penelo will die from that attack. On Freya's turn, she will come back down, so have her use that turn to use her additional ability. That will help heal Penelo's health a little bit. I used the Ash base call here to reapply the debuff on the boss, but I kind of forgot that if I use that I will lose the party wide Holy and Thunder enchant, so maybe that was a mistake on my part. Immediately pop summon, this will prevent the bosses from getting another turn, and then I had Freya use her LD to get 3 stacks of her overhead and then enable her to leap into the air again. Same thing with Kain, just use his LD and have him leap into the air so that Penelo gets a turn again. Right here, since I have 2 more turns in summon mode, I decided to use Penelo's EX first. Might as well since it's sort of free damage here. And then on the final turn of summon mode, you can start charging the force gauge all over again. Alternatively, you could use 1 Fatal Dance with Penelo, then have Freya use LD inside summon mode, and this will enable her to leap and Penelo will get first turn after summon mode. I think that might actually be a better approach, and you should still have the same turn count. Anyway, back to Penelo, you know the drill, it's about spamming S1 and S2 to reach 100% force gauge. As I'm charging, just quick mention about using this strategy in Dare to Defy. There is one difference in Dare to Defy in the sense that your party won't get synergy boost. So not only will the damage might be a little bit short, you will start with 0% force gauge as opposed to 50% force gauge. Overall though, I think the same strategy still can be used. The main difference is, I guess in Penelo's force time, you won't have as many S2 and S1 charges anymore, since you've used most of them to charge the force gauge the first time. Anyway, right here I'm starting Penelo's force time again. What you can do in Dare to Defy is in this second force time, instead of spamming S2 and S1 all the way, what you can do is spam S2 and S1 until EX is charged and then use her EX in between. This allows you to still build up the force gauge bonus and retain Penelo's turn. The force gauge bonus will be slightly lower and your turn count will drastically increase because EX will increase the turn count, but I think this will still enable you to use roughly the same strategy in the Dare to Defy fight. I did not test it out on Dare to Defy because I don't want to remove my locked in characters already, but if you did test it out and if it does work for you, do leave a comment in the comment section as well. I'm very interested to know. Here what I'm doing is just spamming instant turn abilities with Penelo all the way until one turn of force time remaining, and throughout all this you can see that both Freya and Kayn will deal tremendous amounts of damage. You should have enough S2 and S1 to go all the way until one force time remaining, after which you can end the fight using her LD. I almost made it to a 6 turn run. Unfortunately, boss survived this round 1%, so I'm forced to use her LD to close off the fight, which brings me to turn number 7. Anyway, that's it for this run. As always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment and subscribe. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!